Sir, you have no authority for what you're about to state because what you're about to state is incorrect. That's not the way it works. You don't get to make the rules.
I'm not.
I'm ordering a competency.
It's against my religion to adhere or to assimilate to any statutory.
As it stands right now, this proceeding is not on indigenous land.
Well, that's a matter of perspective, sir.
It is, and the only perspective that's going to matter on that is mine. Young man, you're going to figure out something. We're playing by my rules, not yours. So you do not say anything because you're going to figure that out real soon. I said you can go.
All right, guys. Today we've got Judge Simpson going head-to-head with a stubborn sovereign citizen. This guy pulls out every trick from the sovereign citizen playbook, and it does not go well for him. He's desperately reaching for any excuse to get himself out of trouble, but Judge Simpson isn't having any of it. Things get heated very quickly. As you watch, let me know, do you think this guy is mentally unstable, or is he just putting on an act? Let's dive in and see how this all began between this sovereign citizen and Judge Simpson.
I am Tariq Maratari Kade, the executor of the Tariq Maratari Kade Living Trust, and the registered owner of the Tariq Maratari Kade Ex Relatione Kindaman Wilson Estate.
Right. So you are appearing here without an attorney. I do have to advise you that you are charged with the offense of fleeing and eluding in the third degree under the Motor Vehicle Code. That is a felony punishable by up to 5 years incarceration and or a $1,000 fine plus court costs. Additionally, the Secretary of State could suspend your driving privileges for up to a year. Do you understand that, sir?
I comprehend.
Do you understand?
I comprehend, yes.
The court has to further advise you that if you wish to be represented by counsel, the court would ensure that counsel would be appointed to represent you in this matter and that you would have counsel if you could not afford to hire counsel yourself. I also wish to advise you that the court would be treating you the same as it would the people in this case. There are certain dangers to representing yourself in this matter, in that you will be required to abide by the Michigan court rules, the Michigan rules of evidence, and all of the cases and statutory requirements. You understand that?
I do not.
You do not. What is it about that you do not understand?
It's against my religion to adhere or to assimilate to any statutory.
Sir, I'm not asking anything about your religion. It is irrelevant to me. I am indicating that in this proceeding, you will be required to abide by the rules of this court. Do you understand that?
I'm having a hard time understanding why or how religion doesn't play a role. How religion does not play a role.
Religion does not play a role in what I do or what this court does. There are certain rules of this court established by the legislature and the Michigan Supreme Court regarding how these particular proceedings will be conducted. These proceedings will be conducted in accord with those rules. Do you understand that, sir?
Well, according to the American Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples, as well as the international or the United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples, the state and the governments should...
Sir, you have no authority for what you're about to state because what you're about to state is incorrect.
This is exactly why I love Judge Simpson so much, a true no-nonsense judge who doesn't put up with any of these sovereign citizen shenanigans. Honestly, we need a lot more judges like him. I swear, half the judges I cover on this channel are way too soft on these people. Sovereign citizens think they can just talk their way out of any situation, but you can literally see this guy doesn't even understand what he's saying. He's just reciting a script in his head, grasping at straws and desperately trying to get the case dismissed. It's honestly insane the lengths these people will go to just to avoid accountability. It's like they've never heard of the law at all. And honestly, I partly blame the schools. They really don't teach us enough about how the legal system works. The US legal system is based on facts, not whatever nonsense they're spewing about sovereign immunity or being free from authority. I know these guys are mostly harmless, but should we start taking sovereign citizens more seriously in today's world, or should we just let them keep entertaining us? At this point, they feel like a circus act, but let me know what you guys think.
Oh, I am an indigenous person.
No.
So I do have.
Sir, what you're about to state is incorrect.
Well,
If you were on indigenous lands, if that's where you're going, then maybe you might be right. As it stands right now, this proceeding is not on indigenous land.
well, that's a matter of perspective, sir.
It is, and the only perspective that's going to matter on that is mine. We are not on indigenous lands, subject to indigenous or tribal rules.
Is there a
We're
law?
subject to the rules of the Michigan Supreme Court as they are promulgated, both in terms of procedure and evidence. Do you understand that that's what's happening, sir?
I do not.
What is it that you do not understand?
I don't understand.
Because I'm going to tell you something, sir. If you are unable to establish or understand what I'm saying, and go through this with you again, I have to assume that there may be some reason why you don't understand. This court will take precautions to protect your rights, and I will be sending you for a competency evaluation to make sure that you are competent to stand trial and to stand in these proceedings.
Well, I would agree to a competency if the prosecution as well as the court and the officers agree to take a competency.
That's not the way it works. You don't get to make the rules.
I'm not.
I'm ordering a competency.
I'm not making.
Defendant is ordered for a forensic evaluation. I will set a competency hearing in this matter for July 25th, 2024. At what time? At 9 a.m. Now, sir, I'm going to ask you this.
Yes, sir.
Because it's going to depend on where you may be staying for a period of time. If they send you information as to when you have your forensic interview,
Yes, sir.
are you going to cooperate and attend that interview?
Under threat, duress, and coercion. Yes.
Pardon?
Under threat, duress, and coercion. Yes.
No. It's not how it works.
I can literally feel Judge Simpson about to erupt right now. I've seen him lose it before, and trust me, this guy is this close to getting slapped with a contempt charge. You can see it in the judge's eyes. He's trying to hold it together, but this guy just keeps pushing and pushing. Seriously, this dude must have had paint for lunch because I'm losing brain cells just listening to him talk. He's completely out of his depth, and you can tell the judge is just waiting for the perfect moment to bring the hammer down. This guy really needs to watch his mouth before Judge Simpson sends him straight to jail. Let's dive back in and see if he keeps pushing his luck.
I'm asking you, are you voluntarily going to cooperate?
I say yes.
Pardon?
I mean, under it, yeah. I mean, is this what are, excuse me, what are you relaying to in regard? What are you insinuating in regards to where I will stay for a time?
I'm going to make sure that we are going to have our forensic interview done. I've ordered a forensic interview. I am asking you whether or not, when given notice of that interview, whether or not you are going to voluntarily cooperate in that interview.
I will take the interview.
Excuse me?
I will take the interview.
Anything from the people?
With the court, ask the people to prepare the order for the competency.
Yes, please prepare the order for that. Is that your address, sir?
Excuse me? That's correct.
All right. All right, very good.
And so I will send a copy to that address.
Very good. All right. This time then bond is continued.
Yes, sir. And I'm sorry, can I get that date again, please, sir? I can put it in my calendar.
July 25th, you were supposed to, so I'm assuming you're waiving it. You were supposed to file your motion with.
I did. I filed it.
When did you file it?
I brought it in today.
Do we have it?
I gave it, I mean, it was stamped and everything. I gave it to the reception.
Why didn't you file it before today?
Well, as I stated at the last hearing,
No, don't go through what you stated at the last hearing.
well, you
You
asked.
knew that, no, you knew it was supposed to be filed before the day. Young man, you're gonna
That's it.
figure out something. We're playing by my rules, not yours. So you do not say anything because you're gonna figure that out real soon. Do they have it?
I have not received a response yet.
Since I'm sending in for a competency, I can't hear that. I can't hear his motion in any event. So I won't hear his motion at this time. He'll have to refile it timely if he's determined to be competent. So I'll have his bond continue. He can go. What?
I didn't get the last part that you said. The bond continued and what?
I said you can go.
Oh, okay, no problem.
I posted the second half of this video a while ago, so make sure to check that out if you want to see how this guy's hearing eventually played out. But seriously, if Judge Simpson gave me that death stare after asking all those dumb questions, I'd be shaking in my boots. I'd be rethinking my entire approach before ever stepping foot in a courtroom again. These sovereign citizens, though, they've got a serious ego problem. I think a lot of them know they're wrong, but they'll never admit it. Sure, some genuinely buy into this nonsense, but with others, like the guy we just watched, it feels like pure pride. Even when it's crystal clear they're out of line, they refuse to back down. It's wild how far people will go just to avoid being held accountable. And speaking of accountability, let's talk about Judge Simpson for a second. This guy is doing exactly what the law is supposed to do, keeping people in check. Honestly, I wish more judges acted like him. Too many judges are way too soft, especially when it comes to sovereign citizens. We need more judges like Simpson who are willing to drop the hammer and not let this nonsense slide. Just imagine if these people couldn't keep clogging up the court system anymore. The world would be a much calmer place. It really starts with the judges stepping up. Anyway, let me know what you guys thought about this hearing. It was pretty entertaining, even if the arguments were the usual recycled nonsense we've all heard before. Still ridiculous, still frustrating, but somehow still entertaining. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. I post every single day. Thanks for watching, I appreciate you all, take care.